For this new value set. So today we are going to see how we can build this iOS app using only Rust. As you can see, you will see that it's extremely simple. So we will build this basically reactive component, and you will see that the code is very simple, as you can see. So this is Rust code. And even if you are not a Rust dev, if you are maybe a TypeScript dev or Python dev or whatever, you can still understand very easily this code. As you can see, you have the demo button reactive like this, the button. On click, we increment the count, and then we write to the count +1. So very simple, we will see that. So maybe who I am first. So I'm Max Wells. I've been a Rust dev for 2 years, and I've been working in Dubai for 1 year, something like that. And now I help other developers like you to learn Rust and also to get a job in Rust, of course. So I've also created a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it will be in the description. So we have more than 300 members for the moment. And we have different channels. So we have channels that are free, that are open, and also other channels that are only for people who join the bootcamp. And by the way, if you are interested in the bootcamp, you can just send me a DM on LinkedIn. And in this bootcamp, so we have also a help channel, for instance, where I help other dev to solve issue. Okay, so let's start right away. So what we will need for this is Rustify. We'll be using this because it's a cross-platform component registry like ShadCN, but for cross-platform, we will be using this to be able to reminder to do this. Okay. So if you go on rustui.com, it looks something like this, so rustui.com. And if you go inside introduction, so if you go inside installation, it's very simple, just need to do something like this. Okay, so cargo install UI CLI dash source. I will show you just after how to do it. But you just need to do this, and then you will be able to use the component very easily. And then if we go inside button, because I will just show you first what we are going to build. So we will build a button that is reactive like this, basically. Okay, so this is it. So yeah, let's start. So we'll start with the terminal, of course. So I will just go into the CD desktop like this. Okay, up. So the thing that you need to do first is to do cargo install UI CLI like this. So I've already done that, it will be faster for me. And once you have done that, you just need to do UI starters like this, and then you can choose the one that you want, and we will choose iOS story. Perfect, so next I will go inside, so like this, okay, and I open this code. Okay, so we are good. Up. So I open a new terminal, okay. So you will find a README that explains how you can build this. So as you can see, it's very simple. You first need to do pnpm. So pnpm install, of course, to install the dependency is only for Tailwind because we are using Tailwind for the components. And then what we can do is first to do cargo Leptos watch so that I can show you first how it looks like in the web, and then I will show you how you can run this also by yourself using iOS. Okay, so maybe we can do that first while it's compiling. What we can do is to also init up. We can also init cargo Tauri. So first, if you look at this src Tauri, you will find that we have icons. So the icons for RustUI, and we have also up lib.ls like this. And what we need is to init first the project to do all the binding for Apple. So very simple, just need to do something like this. Cargo Tauri iOS init. It will create a gen file, so generated automatically for Apple, as you can see. So gen, Apple, and then all the binding and everything for working with Apple. So we are good for this. And now we just need to wait a little so that cargo Leptos watch is compiling, and I catch you back just after. Okay, perfect. So it has compiled, and now we can go inside localhost, and as you can see, we have the rendered application. And if you go up like this, you can see that we have the button nav like mobile app, right? And we have the test like this. But of course, what we want is to run this natively on iOS. So for this, very simple, I will remove this for now. So up, I will just kill this, and what we need to do is very simple, just run this script, so exactly as mentioned inside the README. So I'll just do this first, up. I take this one here, and I take this one here. So as you can see, when you run the script run iOS, it will first boot the simulator like this, then it will compile, and it will launch the application. So it will take a little time also to compile the src Tauri project like this. As you can see, we have a target that is, so it's showing that it's compiling. Maybe I will just show you first how it looks like. So as you can see, the code is very simple with Tauri. Just have this. So you have mobile entry points for iOS and Android. Okay, today we just see iOS. And you have just a simple run function like this with the Tauri builder. And you have plugin Tauri plugin opener. Then you run it, and that's it. So extremely simple. You have just a simple config file like this. So this, for instance, is for desktop when you want to launch the desktop application. So by the way, I can show you also. So if I launch, for instance, Rustify, so this is what is here. As you can see, this is also native on desktop. Okay. And this is running, the desktop application is running on desktop, natively on my Mac. And so basically this is exactly the same website as we have just in here. Here it's running on the web, here it's running natively on Mac, on my Mac, sorry. And it works exactly the same. You can also, it's reactive, and there is no issue with this. And this, so the width and the height is defined in here, okay? We will not see that today. If you're interested, just comment that you would be interested so that I can create also a new video for desktop. Today we just see iOS, but you can see that it's very, very simple. So yeah, just wait a little so that it compiles, and I'll catch you back. So yeah, build succeed. So it's almost done. And also, by the way, if you are interested in learning Rust, even if you don't have any knowledge about Rust, just send me a DM on LinkedIn, because even if you don't have any knowledge about Rust, you will be able still to build full stack application like this, but also to do much more using Rust. This is a very, very small part of what we can do, of what you can do with Rust, and it's extremely simple. We will see that just after with the code. Okay, so perfect. So it has launched the simulator, perfect. And now, if we go inside test, we have the test like this, and this is running natively on iOS, okay? And this is cool. So what we want to do now is to do, as you remind, if you go inside up, so if you go inside button, up, I'll go this way, up, so components, my speed, internet speed is not good. Okay, so button, okay. Yeah, my internet connection is not good, but what we want to do is to do something like this with the click button. Okay, so we will do this. Okay, so first, what we can do is to do the sat. So you can just do UI add demo button reactive like this, and it will install everything for you automatically. So you just need to do enter, and it will install the demo button reactive and also the button. And that's it. And it's very simple. And then if you go inside the code, the Rust code that we have, so if you go inside app like this, you can see first that we have different domains. Okay, we have settings domain and test domain. I always use domain like this because it's easier to get to have a good structure. And as you can see, so here we are in test. Okay, test page. So if you go inside test, you have the page here. Okay, we just pin this, and as you can see, what we have here, test. This is the test page. Test. This is coming from this. So as you can see, it's very simple. We are using Tailwind for this. And even if you don't know Rust, you still be able to understand this, right? Because it's very similar as React or whatever. So you can see that it's very simple. And then what we can do is just to bring the demo button reactive like this. So I just need to bring this also here. So use up, my bad, use crates, and it's inside components, demo button active, and then this one. Okay. So I will just bring this one here. It will render here. We just need to wait a little so that it compiles. So it's running again on server 300, so it should be good. Maybe I need to restart. Okay, so I will restart anyway. Up. So I just restart to make sure that it works well. It will reboot again, so it will relaunch the application, and then we will be able to see it. So we just need to wait a little. Okay, so as you can see, build succeeded. Okay, archiving app. So it has up. So we are good for this. And then if you go inside here, and if I click, you can see that up. You can see that we have it's reactive. Okay, and also I forgot to mention, but you can also check on dark mode or line mode. It's up to you. It's renders also very good. Up. Okay, so we are good for this, and so as you can see, it works well. I just want to show you the code so that you can see that it's very simple to understand. So here, up, it's exactly like ShadCN basically. So we have the components, UI. I just created some demo like this, and as you can see, if I go in here, we have the demo button reactive, so the things that you have here. And we have the counts. Okay, so first, if I refresh, you can see that the default state is 0, so what we have here. Okay, and then what we want is to, when we click, we want to increment. So we need to have an increment handler, right? So this is exactly what we have here. So you just have increment like this. To be reactive, we need to use move. Okay, we need to use move like this with this syntax, and then we want to add 1. Okay, and then what we want is to render a view with the button. So what we have here, and we also want to attach to it a on-click handler with the increment. Because we want that every time we click on this button, we trigger this function, and then the count will increase. And as you can see, if I click, we just increase. And yeah, that's it. So you can see that in 10 minutes, you understand how to do this by yourself using Rust. So as you can see, it's very, very, very easy. And if you are still there, I'm assuming that you are interested in learning Rust. And I know that even if it's not today, maybe in 2 months, 4 months, maybe 6 months, we will work together. And I know it because you see all this value I'm giving for free. There is many people who are maybe not even able to do this. And if they would be, they would make it payable. Okay. And I'm giving you all that for free. So I know that in some day, maybe in 2 months, 4 months, we will work together because I know that we are the best for this. So yeah, that's it for today. So don't forget, if you want to contact me on LinkedIn, up to you. Maybe not today, 2 months, whatever. So yeah, it was Max. I hope it was useful for you, and see you next video.